Welcome to one of the smallest high schools in all of Britain. Our cameras have spent 3 weeks following the pupils and staff of Henley Lane High School. From the headmaster pulling the strings, to the staff at reception. So sit back, relax, and attend your first class. Another week begins at Henley Lane High. However, Headmaster Gordon is nowhere to be seen, leaving Deputy Head Kenneth Brown a little perplexed.
Not going to a parent. Anyway, Gordon left these meeting agenda stuff for me last night.
Why on earth is it? It's 5 minutes to the bell.
Hang on. See you later.
How can you control a school if you can't even remember to go to a meeting?
Right, whose phone's that? Own up, come on, whose phone is it?
It's not mine.
Mine's on silent.
So it's mine.
It's your phone, Duncan. Answer it.
Hello? It's Gordon. Morning, Gordon, pal. Yeah, I'm alright, yeah, are you? Yeah, did you catch the Wednesday game last night? Stevie May scored a right goal. Oh, it's a shame. Seriously, we're a right goal.
Duncan, ask him where he is. Put it on loudspeaker.
How the hell do you do that?
Press the button, you incompetent
Which bloody button?
For goodness sake, Duncan, give it here.
Hello? Duncan? What's going on?
Gordon, we got you on loudspeaker. Where are you?
Limerick!
Seriously, where are you? We're waiting for you to start this meeting.
I'm in Limerick.
Limerick? As in Limerick Island?
Oh, look who it is. Had a nice 3 days off, Henry.
I had a bruised rib, and you know that full well, Gordon. I could have died.
Could we just get on track, please? Sorry. How the hell have you ended up in Ireland? We need you to start this meeting.
It was quite simple, really. I just took the old Prius down the M62, came off onto M57 at Tarbug, up to Liverpool, got onto ferry.
Why? Why are you there?
I'm going to a leadership course in Limerick. It's a seminar hosted by David Moyes.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
Well, I only found out about it last night. I almost didn't go, but it was just too good to miss. I set off with a 6-pack of Red Bull and a sharing bag of Monster Munch just after Corrie finished last night. It was all a bit of a rush, really. Anyway, listen, I have big news. I got a phone call from Barry yesterday and forgot to tell you, Ken. He says that Ofsted are coming for a random inspection at some point in the next week. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be later in the week. That's all I know.
Sorry, who's Barry?
Who the bloody hell's that?
It's Simon Fitzroy.
Ah, yes, the new guy. Forgot you existed, to be honest.
Yeah, who's Barry?
Oh, come on, Melissa. You remember Barry? He worked here before the court case. Used to be head of maths.
How on earth would he know?
Well, that's what I asked him, but it turns out he works for the council now. Something to do with education, I guess.
Sounds serious.
Right, yeah, Ken, you're in charge. Bye.
Wait,
What?
so you're telling me you decided to go on this course even though you knew Ofsted were coming?
It was 20 quid down from 150 on Groupon. There was no way I'm going to miss out on that.
Are you kidding me?
Here, Ken, mate, look me in the eye. You know what I mean. Anyway, tell me you, or anyone else for that matter, wouldn't jump at that opportunity.
You're an idiot, Gordon.
Jesus Christ, Ken. I said you were in charge no more than 30 seconds ago, and you already think you're top dog.
Duncan, mate, just hang up the phone. Hang it up.
Duncan, don't you
Oi! Sit! Right! I'm in charge now. They'll all refer to me as Mr. Brown, not Ken. I'm not like that imbecile Gordon. I won't have a laugh and a joke with you. I'm your boss. You're my employees. You'll carry out my orders quickly, quietly, and effectively. Do I make myself abundantly clear?
Oh, very funny.
What, Miss Sapsford, did I say that was so funny?
Oh, nothing.
Good. You're all dismissed.
Head of English Melissa Sapsford has just been informed that she is to teach a new sixth form class.
Well, I signed into my email this morning, only to discover that Miss Sylvester has resigned. What's more, Mr. Bennett has seen fit to assign her sixth form English literature class to me. I think it's somewhat inconsiderate. Why would the school do this when I've already settled into my schedule? Another bunch of smiley, blissful students cheer me up in the morning. But in all seriousness, apparently, they're something of a handful. Right, coats off, bags down. Good morning, class.
Where's Miss Sylvester?
She has stepped down. Anyway, my name is... Because.
Because what?
It doesn't matter.
Well, it does to me.
Jesus Christ, will you shut up, you disgusting creature? Anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Miss Thetford.
Sorry,
and
what was that again, miss?
Miss Thetford, and I'm going to
Sorry,
take...
didn't quite catch that, miss.
Miss Thetford, and I'm taking over...
One more time,
the...
miss.
I said my name was Miss Thetford. Understand?
Yes, miss.
Excellent.
It's break time. A new French teacher, Mr. Fitzroy, has caught one of his pupils smoking.
It's just one of those things. Kids start smoking, it's down to peer pressure. Us as teachers have to try and discourage them. But at the end of the day, it's their choice. What can we do? You know you shouldn't be smoking at your age, especially not in school. I'm a star French student too. I'll be ringing your parents. You might as well go. It's not going to be anything exciting. Go on, go. Okay, so let me get straight to the point. I can get my hands on some stuff for a discounted rate. So what do you fancy? Marlborough, Lambert Butler, Sterling? I get it. You want something a bit stronger? So heroin, cocaine, anything like that? You name it, I can get it.
Is this a joke?
Don't look like I'm joking. I get it. You're nervous. You just have a think about it and get back to me if you need anything, okay?
Okay.
Great.
As deputy head, it is Kenneth Brown's responsibility to organise the school newsletter alongside receptionist Deborah.
The heading needs to be up there. It needs to be bolder. You can't have heading that. You can't see what it says. What's going to happen is this afternoon, I know you're free, you're going to be updating this, yeah? And I want it done by Friday, yeah? And can you not eat in the middle of a meeting, please?
Oh, hiya, Debs.
Hiya, dudes. Great pasta, by the way.
Oh, cheers, love. Do you mind if I just borrow Kenneth for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Have him.
What the hell is this?
Sorry, what is it?
The lunch menu. You've replaced the chocolate cake with rice pudding. Rice f***ing pudding!
I'm sorry, there were complaints about the meals. I had to change it.
Oh, so just because a few people complain, you think it's right to undermine me, your wife? If people want to complain, they can find another bleeding school. So I'm telling you now, me and Jeremy will not be cooking rice pudding. Not in my kitchen.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Now, suggest you get back in there before we come to blows. I'm fuming, Kenneth. Fuming!
I'm sorry, Judy. I'll sort it.
Damn right you will. Right, Debs, you can have him back now.
Oh, cheers.
See you later, love.
Bye, Cheese.
Following last week's stage combat accident, drama teacher Henry Sebastian has returned to work.
Yes, it is good to be back. It was touch and go, truth be told. The doctor said it was the worst injury sustained by a plastic sword that he had ever seen. I had bruised my rib. But for Henri, Leonardo, Cornelius, Pablo, Taquini, Hector, Gilgud, Maximilian, Fernando, Pascal, Horatio, Lawrence, Isambard, Amadeus, Matisse, and Sebastian, the third of the House of Voila, the show must go on. The pain was phenomenal. Anyway, the doctor gave me some painkillers and he told me that I would be okay. Obviously, I didn't want to risk aggravating the bruising, so I took the executive decision to take 3 days off. It's things like this that you begin to see the frailty of life. I've brushed with death too many times now, which is why I've decided to write an autobiography about my life. It's to be called Lights, Cameras, Sebastian. In fact, I have a copy right here. Available in all good bookstores from the 20th of March.
Receptionist Deborah is once again dealing with an upset parent.
This school has committed an atrocity.
Right, Mrs. Shortland, stay calm. Stay calm. Tell me exactly what's happened.
Well, I was absolutely flabbergasted when I came home on Friday night to Julius telling me that he'd been detained against his will in the most heinous of circumstances.
I'm sorry, I'm not following you.
He had been given a lunchtime detention. No food, no water, no access to legal representation. It was barbaric. He was imprisoned in innocence.
Right. Mrs. Shaw, I'm sorry, but I don't think your son would have got a detention for no reason.
Well, I'm afraid that is the case. And he was detained in a collective environment. Do you know what that means? That means that the fool that imprisoned him is in breach of the Geneva Convention.
The what?
Article 33. No persons may be punished for an offence that he or she has not personally committed. I knew this school was bad, but I didn't expect it to stoop to war crimes.
Okay, Mrs. Shaw. Stay calm. Alright? Please tell me which teacher it was that gave Julius the detention. Maybe I can get him down here, have a word, explain their side of the story.
Oh, it was that oaf Mr. Brown, Julius's history teacher.
Okay, just give me a moment. I'll see if he is available. Hello, Ken, it's Debs. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Brown. Could you pop down to the office for a moment, please? We've got a bit of a situation. It's on his way.
Alright. Hi, Debs. Why have you summoned me?
Kenneth, this is Mrs. Shaw.
Yes, I believe we've met before. Is there a problem here?
Mrs. Shaw says that you have wrongly given her son a detention. Apparently, you have defied the Geneva Convention.
Geneva Convention?
Yes. My poor Julius was condemned to collective punishment, which is specifically forbidden in Article 33 of the Convention.
Ah, Article 33, yes. It says that no one can be punished for a crime they haven't committed themselves. Yes. Yes.
That's right.
I am a history teacher, Debs. Just keep up here.
And I think you'll find that my poor Julius did nothing wrong.
Well, actually, he was caught stealing with his friends from my office. I'm afraid to say he was the main instigator in the crime.
But my Julius wouldn't do that. He's a model student. He's a prodigy. He's a genius. Oh, he must have been coerced into it by some of those working-class rapscallions from the estate.
Mrs. Shaw, please.
No, I know exactly what this is. This is racism.
I beg your pardon?
Just because my Julius is from the South, you think you can bully him. This is discrimination, and not for the first time in this school.
Mrs. Shaw, come on now.
You are a racist war criminal. I will be reporting this. I'm furious. Get out of my path. I am furious. I'll see you in the European Court of Human Rights, Mr. Brown. You will not see the last of me.
Jesus Christ. It's happening. It's happening. The Ofsted inspector's here.
What?
Hello, I'm from Ofsted. You don't speak a word of French, do you, Mr. Fitzroy?
You are? Stuff them up this half, right? Go out
Come
there.
on, can we get on with this bloody team talk?
Oi, what are you saying? You want some? You want some?